There's fun.
Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Today in AZ After Show. I'm yelling in Jimmy's ear. I'm trying to make sure he's awake and paying attention right now.
A little late to ask, but we're up.
We have Mitch, Jimmy, and Rachel, and myself, Vanessa Ramirez. Thank you for joining us. And today we are talking about something that we all love. Food.
Chocolate?
Yes.
Okay, so who's hungry this morning?
Always.
Yelp just released its top 100 places for brunch in the U.S. And get this, Arizona made the cut with 8 restaurants. That's amazing.
That's impressive.
Okay, so here they are. It has TC, Egginton's, and Mesa. That's coming in at number 3. I've never been there. Jimmy? You're from the Valley. Have you ever been there?
Brunch or breakfast?
No.
Brunch.
Brunch, specific.
Okay, specific. Let's go with
It's
that.
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's breakfast, it's brunch.
Yeah. No,
It's an all-day affair.
And,
got a lot
you
of
know, in my
places.
opinion, I feel brunch should take place on the weekends, right? 'Cause
I
we had
had it
somebody
there
text
with
in
you.
earlier, and they were
Yeah.
like, oh, that's only on the weekends. I'm like, yeah, that's what most people
Yes,
I
enjoy.
think
you're right.
we're only
No, you don't
granted
go to
brunch
brunch
on the weekends. I feel like it's a little greedy to expect brunch Monday through Sunday.
Right.
Well, there's usually-
But
That's just
brunch
breakfast.
can take place anytime. However, yes,
Anytime,
it is
anywhere.
best on a Sunday, I believe. I think
best
you go to church, then you go to brunch. That's a good day.
And, you know,
It's like arguing if hot dog's a sandwich.
it's brunch as long as there's mimosas involved.
That's the thing.
Now I feel like you're limiting me to just Sunday.
Yeah.
It's not really fair either.
Or Bloody Marys.
You know what's
Yeah,
not up
yeah.
there on the list?
What?
Don't limit that to
to
just
get over
Sundays.
Saturday
There's
night.
a couple of hash kitchens
Oh,
around
yes.
here. I went to Hash Kitchen in Scottsdale with my wife and 2 of her friends, a married couple, and we had the best time. They have a Bloody Mary bar. I mean, this is not an ad. They're not paying me. But
Not yet.
They had a Bloody Mary
They
bar.
should.
They had a live DJ.
Yes.
They had.
Gotta have the music pumping.
It's
for
like a
brunch.
party in there. I haven't
Exactly.
been there,
You
but
haven't
I've
been
heard
there?
a lot about it.
I got s'mores French toast. S'mores is my favorite dessert, and this dish, like, I still like dream about it the way it looked. And they also have cereal shots. They have like a Captain Crunch shot.
yeah.
They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch shots.
What's it called?
And you can get a flight of shots.
So is this appropriate to bring children or not appropriate?
Yeah.
This is totally. I think the sweet spot for Hash Kitchen is like 25 to 35.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm writing that down.
Yeah, so when you guys go on a date brunch.
Yes.
So that, would you say then?
Vanessa's babysitting.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
I don't know
also
if
went
you
to
want to
First
leave your
Watch.
kids with me.
First
I
Watch
trust
is on
you.
The list. First Watch is like number 97 on the list, and we went there in
Okay.
Tempe with the same couple, and like that place was phenomenal. And there wasn't all the gimmicks that are with Hash Kitchen. You know, Hash Kitchen is very much an atmospheric thing. You want to come here and have this experience. First Watch was like, our food's just really good.
Yeah.
So is that your favorite spot in the Valley?
Well, Hash Kitchen.
He just got here.
Hash
yeah,
Kitchen.
Yeah, but as for right now.
I'm gonna go with Hash Kitchen. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
What's
a
your
favorite
favorite
spot. We want to know your favorite
my
spot as well, so make sure you
I've been
chime
doing
in.
brunch for so many years now. I love the Vig. Vig's great.
Oh, the Vig.
I'm not as big of a.
Write that down.
I'm not as big. Oh, the Vig. Yeah, and they have a what are those bars called? Those Bloody Mary bars.
Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah, and you kind of make it yourself.
Nice.
And then I've done the Vig. I've done the living room.
Okay.
Really nice. I used to be big into the bottomless mimosas, which are you pay an extra $12.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, and you know Chelsea's Kitchen has that as well,
Yeah.
and you could just sit there all day.
Wait, I'm surprised you didn't mention one of your favorite spots, Oso.
Oso's great too. That's an
Yeah.
awesome brunch.
Okay.
For one
that
penny.
down.
So they got the best chicken and waffles
Yeah.
and all their breakfast.
I was in Gilbert the other day. Is there another?
Yep.
Where's the Oso that you're talking about? Is it
Tatum
Gilbert?
and Shea is the
Tatum
one that
and
I go
okay.
to. There's one on Indian School in Arcadia.
The other one, probably closer to your area, is on like 40th Street and Indian School.
Okay.
Something like that.
For
40th.
one penny, you get a mimosa with your meal, or for one penny, you get a beer, which is nice. You know, it's
As long as you're
very
ordering
nice.
a meal.
it's within
that's it.
moderation. It's
Yeah.
not all you can drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, because by law they were telling me you can't give it away. So they have to sell it to you. So for
For a
one
penny.
penny, and you get a big old
I see.
mimosa.
It's great. You know, and the environment is great too. When you go out there, it's just like you're having a good time, mingling with people. It's also dog friendly.
Huge dog friendly,
also?
but you
Yeah.
can go indoors and no dogs.
All right.
Sure.
I
you
like
know-
dogs.
Yeah.
We just can't own any because I have 2 boys and my hands are full.
I'm not going to sell you on that. That's a tough one.
Okay, so you guys are sharing. Michael said Butterfields should be higher on this list. So I haven't had their food, but I've heard a lot about
I've
it.
heard
and
the same thing.
Archie Bradley from the D-backs loves the place.
Okay.
Like I always see him posting from there,
yeah.
so obviously it's really good.
But I can't eat like a plate this big anymore. I just can't. It used to be the day when I could have the the pancakes and the huevos rancheros on top of that with 5 eggs and the
Life
hash.
after 40 is a wicked thing.
Yeah, things, I don't know. I just can't. Same with the bottomless mimosas. I can't go through 4 bottles anymore.
But
My
I'm
day is
still
done.
good
But
with
then
the
you
bottomless
save it
mimosa.
Yeah, I'm
and take it
still good
home
with
and you
that.
have dinner for
Yeah,
Sunday.
you're good. You're good with that.
Yeah.
Last time I had bottomless mimosas was in a Jamaican place in Chelsea in New York.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
And it was like it was like a chicken place, but it was brunch, but it was
Jerk
also
chicken.
bottomless. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
But it was also
those are my
bottomless mimosas, and it was like I don't know. I mean, I every time I think about going up there, I'm like, can we go back?
Yeah.
Like, I'm hooked. Maybe I'm with you. Maybe I need to go brunch with Vanessa.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
very-
There's also another fun, like if you're looking for something fun like that, like the Hash Kitchen. There's the
Yeah.
porch.
Okay.
The porch
The
has,
porch,
and you
yeah.
can purchase a bottle, and then for the
good.
table.
And they redecorated the porch is decorated like the 1970s. To the
that's
T.
cool.
Everything with
Inside,
the
yeah.
big booths and the big
Yeah.
old things you'd sit on the tables. It's really cool.
I forgot to even mention Culinary Dropout. That's
Yeah.
a good time.
So
That
that
is
I've
a
been
good-
to.
yeah.
Been
That's
there?
really good. Yeah.
Okay. There's a few of those around the
Had
valley.
nearly enough spots since I've been here.
Oh,
I'm
there's a
working
lot.
on it.
There's like a
There's
list.
a lot.
Yeah.
The Wrigley is
You
just
told me about that.
amazing. You're gonna sit over this whole city, which that's right by our house.
Oh.
Just like a 10-minute drive. My wife before we got married, she took me to blindfolded me. I love surprises. I'm the guy that I
I don't know,
love.
Jimmy, can we
So-
get into this one? Are we sure?
I know. I feel like
My
it's a
wife
little early.
blindfolded
She
for this.
drove me to the Wrigley, took it off.
Story time.
It's a story for another day.
Wow. Cave Creek has some great ones. You guys haven't been to Cave Creek yet. That's another
No.
crazy pair. It's just like boulders and cowboys, and you go there on a Friday night and get a beer, and you can watch people bull ride right
I'll
in
feel
front
right
of
at
you.
home.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like being
yeah,
back in Texas.
it really is. Cave Creek is amazing. Oh, you got to see the Scottsdale Stampede. They will pull
what's that?
cows and stuff with Prada. Prada.
You're laughing at it.
No, the funny thing is he does this off the air.
Yeah.
Like he's such,
has great
there's
recommendations.
no more person has been, I mean, and the people here have been lovely, but there's not been one more person more welcoming than James Quinones.
He'll tell you everybody. He'll like
appreciate
favorite
that.
days.
Appreciate
tell you.
Appreciate
Yes.
that. Nah, I want
Okay.
to be the guy you can have a beer with.
Let me
No,
break
that
in with one that you are going to love too. Lisa Parks wrote in Richardson's or the Rokery. I love it. Or Dick's Hideaway. So Dick's Hideaway is part of the Rokery and
Writing it
Richardson's.
down.
And it's on 16th Street and Bethany.
I want to go to these places.
And it's this little
really
hole in
do.
the wall, right? You go in there and it's dark and it's very small.
Rokery, okay.
But like it is packed, great food, huge servings. It's
Sit at
New
the
Mexican
bar.
food, right?
Sit at the bar.
Sit
They
at
feed
the
you at the bar.
You have your mimosas or your Bloody Mary. Just a great environment.
They're
Like,
throwing and it's dark.
Yeah.
And they throw the wood on the fire right there, and you can
So you're
smell
telling me
that.
that every Saturday and Sunday I can go to a different brunch spot and have a good
sounds
time.
Like I-
Yeah.
Like I said, the
what
funniest
you guys are
question
saying.
Mitch asked me is, "Hey, do you know any good restaurants here in the valley?" I'm like, "Whoa!" I said, "I don't have enough time, and nor do I want to bore you. There's good food here."
Well, we
Tons
got
of
some viewer suggestions here. Jennifer Maloney Juba says Cafe Boa in Tempe.
I've heard of that.
We didn't just ask about locations though. We asked about food. And Karen M. Sook Amster, sorry if I butchered your last name. I do apologize. She says a good omelet with lots of cheese and salsa. We've got Mimi's Cafe. That was sent in by
That's
Jim
good.
Rogers.
They have great muffins there.
Then we got Eggs Benedict, my go-to brunch meal. That's from Susie Parker. You already mentioned Butterfield's Sofrita in Fountain Hills. A bruschetta board is awesome, along with homemade sangria. Doesn't that sound good?
Oh, man.
Don't you
Can't
want
beat
that
homemade
right now?
sangria, yes.
Where is Sofrita? Have you guys heard of this?
Where is that
Put that
at?
on
Let
the
us
list.
know.
Yes.
Fountain
Tell us
Hills
where that
is where
is.
it says it is.
Okay.
But I don't even know. I hate to say this. I don't know where Fountain Hills is.
I love
Oh, you'll get
Karen's.
it. No, you'll
She
get
says
all this.
IHOP is enough for me. A classic.
Yes, yes, heck yes.
Like the funny
Hey.
face pancakes?
Yeah, and you know what? Because we're all talking about brunch and mimosas, they also serve adult beverages at the one on 24th Street in Camelback. So it's the only one I think that has adult
Yes.
beverages. So if you could take the kids, right? And then you can enjoy.
ourselves.
I'll give a shout out to the original Breakfast House. That's up at Thunderbird and 16th, I believe, and 32nd. 30 and there's also Shade 32 as well. But the original Breakfast House and Joy Bus is at the 51 in Shea. That's it's in our hood too.
Yeah.
You go in there, not one plate matches. Napkins don't match. Glasses don't match. It's because it's all a volunteer breakfast place.
This is Joy
Put
Bus?
together by a chef. And all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds go to helping people with cancer.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah.
they started out, Joy, by bringing meals to people that couldn't get out of their house.
Yeah.
So this place is, everybody volunteers. They pay the cooks, obviously, but you can go volunteer there. You can be a hostess.
Oh, that's cool.
And
We love
they
the
have,
owner.
you
He's
can- the
amazing.
breakfast is amazing. You bring, there's free, you can bring your own bottle of champagne.
Oh,
after
we
like 10
love
o'clock. You
BYOB.
there are restaurants in the valley where you can bring your BYOB.
So I need that list because
Yep.
my husband
We just gave you a lot
is
of
a
stuff.
BYOB.
We're gonna have to
like,
watch
that
this
is his
Facebook
thing.
Live back.
I
Yes.
like them already.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys. So brunch, of course, is perfect on Mother's Day, right? Of course. We were talking about Rachel loves it. And in this morning's In Case You Missed It, we have an interesting gift idea for your mom.
Oh my God, I
Plus,
love
someone on Today in AZ is taking on Mariah Carey.
Oh, howdy, Mom. I hear you're the best mom in the world. Well, what do you think?
What is happening? Are you looking for a Mother's Day gift? This has Mom all over it. The Chickendales have you covered like gravy on mashed potatoes. Yeah, we're not too sure about this one, but if your mom needs a good laugh, this will definitely deliver. You can make your mom custom Chickendales videos at chickendales.com. All you have to do is plug in her name and where she lives. Then you get a very special link to send it to her. I'm very distracted by this video. Why are they making you read? You should be reading.
Okay, I posted this on my Facebook yesterday, and I'm so sending this to my mother. I think she's working out right now, so hopefully she won't see this. But I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like,
is
who?
amazing.
I mean, come on, you would love this, right?
I would love this. I'm not sure if my mother would love it. I don't think she's ready, but I am.
I don't want to think about my mother enjoying that at all. No, thank you.
But I got to tell you, Mariah Carey, when she is on point, she is literally unbelievable. And she was on point last night.
No one else does that. No one else can hit right. Oh, Rachel can do it. Okay.
We are all still shocked by that.
I was shocked.
You belted that out, and all of us are like, "Wow, where did that come from?" Yeah.
I was like, did that just come out of my face? That was probably a poor
man.
choice. But it's so early. Things just happen.
That's the best thing about
You got
live
some
TV,
range.
isn't it?
Yeah, that was
No,
amazing.
you do have some range. It's very impressive.
I'm actually a terrible singer, but it was fun. At least I hit it for the one time you had to hit it.
I sang like that once. I was playing soccer. It was an injury. Well, never mind. I don't want to bore you with details.
Jimmy hit a higher note than he wanted to.
Yeah.
You did great. Remember that one year she performed, I think it was for New Year's, and she did an awful job, and she butchered her performance?
Bless
That was
her
actually
heart.
funny.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. But when Mariah has a tough day, it's a tough day. But that's what I loved her speech last night.
Yeah.
She poked fun at herself, and she was like, look, I've had bad days. You've all seen them. She is a living meme, but she's also a living legend. And so I'm just such a fan.
What'd you guys think about Madonna's performance? Yeah, done. Thank
And we're
you.
talking about the billboards,
Yeah.
just in case you're
Yeah.
the billboards from last
it.
night.
What did you think?
She's 61 years old. I wish she would kind of tone it. I think she's wonderful. I think she's awesome. She's a
iconic.
legend, yes. But tone it, be a sexy 62-year-old. You don't necessarily have to keep, and I don't know what was with the eye patch. Maybe
patch.
cataract surgery or
Oh my
something.
gosh,
maybe?
no!
Maybe she needed
Don't
like
say
to
that
get her
about
eye
Madonna.
fixed or something.
Oh, because her eye patch, she's just trying to make us.
Oh,
The
okay. I
whole
was just making.
pirate thing.
Speaking of,
When you're old, you need the cataracts. It's going to happen to all of us.
Okay, Paula Abdul is making a
That was
comeback as
amazing.
well. She has a residency now in Vegas, so that's neat. But we were talking about, do you think she can fulfill a whole, is it a 2-hour show you said?
I mean, I
Or her
saw
knee blows
J-Lo
out?
in Vegas.
That was amazing.
That is a marathon.
Yeah.
To perform like that every night in Vegas is insane. J-Lo, of course, up to the task. I don't know if Paula Abdul can carry a 2-hour show.
You're right.
It's a lot.
And she's same thing. She's getting a little long in the tooth. She's about, 56, 57?
Saying that, you
Easy.
gotta stop.
No, I know what it's like. I'll lip sync at home by
Those
myself.
legs were
I'll
amazing
do the
last
song.
night.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You're right. 2 hours.
It's and multiple shows. It's a lot. It's a tall order for anybody.
But for anybody, and if you think about it, I mean, we're all over our 30s. Once you hit 30, your life changes. Like you get tired, your bones start aching.
Well, like I say,
you
I can
can't-
drop it like it's hot, but I can't get back up. You're gonna have to
Yes.
help me.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
a little. I need some assistance. But
Yes.
that's why Mariah usually has like those hot gentlemen that just
Picking her up.
carry her from
Yeah.
one side of the
Those-
stage
those
to the other.
KFC dancers?
Yeah, the KFC
Oh, that
dancers.
would be perfect.
Paula jumped last night. She had a jump where she jumped.
She's still an amazing dancer.
That is
And her
crazy.
legs are insane.
Yeah. No, that's
She's
She's
been
looking
dancing
for long in the
forever.
tooth, Jimmy Q.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's two kinds of dancers in rock and roll. There's the David Lee Ross that do the splits and they jump. all those guys, hip
Remember
replacements.
Prince? That was why he was on all those pain medications.
Exactly.
Because his hips from doing all those splits
That's
and jumping off that, was
true.
it the speaker?
It's
Into
huge.
the splits?
There's so many rock and rollers with. Then there's the school of Mick Jagger where he keeps his feet on the ground and the dude's still dancing.
You just got to wiggle.
He's still
wiggle.
wiggling because he can still do what he did
Just
in the
keep
60s.
it low. Keep it low, but I don't go
Keep your
airborne
feet-
anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. I
Move the
don't do
couch.
double-footed jumps anymore.
Oh, I used to do that.
Single foots,
Remember when
yes,
you'd be in
but-
the band would going and you're just jumping up and down?
No, don't do it. The knees. No, after a time, no more double-footed jumps.
Yeah,
So I'm
guys
gonna
say?
You learn.
I'm not talking about dancing, but I have been working out, right? And I
Digress.
usually do like some cardio and weightlifting. But yesterday I tried a new class, and it was like all about weights and jumping and doing. I woke up this morning and my hip is in pain. Like I just can't handle it anymore. I'm like, what is going on? Like
And the recovery period
That
gets a
means
little
you need
longer.
more strength work. Because the strength exercises are
Yeah.
what keep you going longevity-wise. You know, that's what everybody says. You got to get the bone health and all that stuff from weightlifting.
Don't you need
strength?
glucosamine,
Cardio's good.
chondroitin?
I need to drink some milk or something.
Yeah, you got to keep those strength.
So
training
we have a comment in here. Mike said, what about Team T Swift? What did you think about Taylor Swift last night? She has her new song, Me, and she performed that. Did you watch that?
I missed that part. I was going in and out, taking care of the dog and doing some landscaping. My wife was on the couch watching the
loved
whole
it.
thing, saying, you got to get in here, you got to get in there.
Yeah.
She fell in love with the Jonas Brothers. She's never been a big Jonas Brothers person.
Yeah.
It's like, who is this? I
That
didn't
was a
even
cool
know.
performance.
She's looking up the Jonas Brothers. She's loading up all of our playlists with Jonas Brothers.
And they're going on tour now.
They are.
They announced that yesterday. They're stopping in Phoenix. I don't recall the date, but they are making a stop here in Phoenix, so make sure you look that
I
up.
didn't know Cake by the Ocean was one of them.
Whom?
I love that song.
Jonas,
My
is
wife.
that Jonas Brothers?
It's one of the
that
Jonases.
was one of
Cake.
theirs.
Yep,
Oh, this is
exactly.
Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
know that.
Cake
I know.
by the ocean.
My brother went to high school with the drummer
Really?
from that band, and the name of the band escapes me. But yeah, he's got a mohawk. He's playing the drums in the background. My brother was like, "That's Neil Persiani. I know that guy."
To this day, I love random stories from anybody that says, you know that one guy that plays the backup drums for the band?
Yes.
My best friend went to school with him, and they used to. I love stories like that. I love little connections, you know?
No, it's just random. When
And
somebody you don't even remember from high school, someone has to remind you of that person, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, super famous."
Yeah, you'd be
Yes.
shocked at how many people from the Valley are
Yeah.
from here. I mean, that went to high school. My son,
yeah.
Steven Spielberg, went to his high school. I mean, just gigantic names.
I heard Emma Stone. I know she
Yeah.
went to high school
Yes,
here.
they'll
Yeah.
listen, and then there'll be an artist, and they'll say, "Oh, you know, they'll do a shout out at the billboards to Phoenix," and you're like, "What? To Glendale?" I'm like, "You're
A
kidding
lot
me."
of Valley connections.
It's really
Yeah, it's
awesome.
kinda
There's a lot of
crazy.
talent. And Jim
Before we
Blossom.
get to our extra shot, Stephanie said, I could not believe how incredibly Paula Abdul performed. So she thinks she's amazing.
I think
and then
she's
she said
amazing,
she's
too.
56, performed like she was 20.
Yep.
All right, guys,
Yep,
let's
she was
take an
pretty
extra
awesome.
shot before we go today. Paul's already in his super secret location. Here's the final clue for where's Gurky going.
Yeah, 2 pairs of shoes. 2. Yeah. Cement? So sue me! Rich, normally I'm like here. I am way up here on this project.
Where's Gurky going?
You'll find out on Friday!
That's normal Paul attitude, guys.
He's so good with
He's
these
always up
clues.
here. All right, so
he
where's
hangs up on me
Gurky
twice a
going?
day.
You'll have to find out tomorrow at 5 a.m. on Today in
Exciting
AZ.
stuff.
Last week he was in Nashville. Yeah, and he had quite the crowd out there. I mean, it was also for the draft. The NFL draft was out there.
That
so
was awesome.
There were tons of people out there. He had tons of
those
interaction.
Cardinals fans who've been out all night.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on in, try the hot chicken," and they were like, "You know what? This is enough. I'm ready to go to bed." I wonder if he finds anybody like that in his new location.
Where in the world?
I don't know where he's going to be at.
Well,
I say it's
he
somewhere in
says
the
there's
valley.
always an Arizona connection, so wherever he is, I'm sure he's going to find it.
Maybe
I'm
Nogales?
excited. Yeah.
You want him to go to Nogales?
Well, hey, last week you said you saw him in Buckeye.
Yeah, I did see. I was off. I was off a little bit last week.
Okay, we'll cut back to a few of your comments before we go here. Let's see. Lucky said he likes ceviche for brunch. Stephanie
his
said
clam ceviche.
Crackers and Company at Greenfield and Brown and Mesa is
I haven't heard
wonderful. Okay, what else do we have here? We have lots of people trying. Rito's on 14th Street. That's from Dina Warner. So Rito's on 14th Street. It is in the Garfield area, and originally it was a house. So it's just a house, and they made this restaurant. It's a locally owned business, Hispanic family, and they have a line out the door every day for lunch.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
believe they only sell like 4 items, like burritos, tacos, but these burritos are also covered in red sauce and green sauce, and they are amazing. So if you haven't checked out Rito Burrito over there, the original one on Garfield, it's amazing.
I just shored up my plans for doing brunch
Yes.
for Mother's Day.
What?
Yeah.
You
Biltmore
don't have to tell
Adobe Golf Course.
Tell everybody.
A Biltmore Adobe Golf Course. Apparently, it's very affordable. It's awesome, so I'm going to be going there. The
It's gonna be
Biltmore
pretty-
Adobe Golf Course.
yeah,
for
pretty
Mother's
Well,
Day.
now you know
11
where
o'clock.
Jimmy's
I
going
know,
to be for
Jimmy.
Mother's Day.
Stop by, buy
I'm
them
buying.
bottomless mimosas.
I'm buying a round of mimosas for everybody.
Hey, if you guys go enjoy brunch this weekend, make sure you post your pictures on Facebook and let us know, tag us, and then we'll drool over all of your pictures.
Please
but
tag
until
me. I
then,
love to eat.
we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back here at 7:30, but our Today in AZ starts at 4:30 a.m., and we're going to find out where Gurky's at.
I had this on.